What is up, boyos? It is a Water Buffalo Man here, and we're back for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle. Alright, so we've only got a 2-week period on this. This is the first ever time I'm going to be going over the Ultimate Clash and how you really go about doing it. So what you want to do is you want to come in here, you want to pick your teams. Me personally, I'm going to replace the Trunks and the Vegito with these two units, because they just got Easy 8. I also just got the AGL Trunks, which I need to find him. Actually, no, I'm going to keep it the way it is. Do I have my Super Saiyan 4s in here? My Super Saiyan Gods? Yes, I do. Do I have my 4s? Yes, I do. Alright, so we are good to go. Let's start the Ultimate Clash. What you do is you'll pick your characters you want to use for the whole Ultimate Clash. You'll use the characters one time and then they're completely done, even if you fail the stage. So, for example, we're going to be taking on Extreme Int. Personally, I would run Extreme Fizz, because that's what I would do. I see that as a weaker team, so that'd be easier to run on this event. So Extreme Fizz would be what I would go with, but I'm not going to tell you guys what to run. You could run Extreme Fizz or Super Fizz. That is completely your choice. But I'm going to go with Extreme Fizz, because generally sometimes they'll have type advantages like Extreme over Int, or Extreme over AGL will work better in some cases, but I've noticed they don't always make a difference. Like right here, I'm kind of getting screwed with Ki, but except for that Broly's going to get a super off at the end. Yeah, this guy has a high chance to dodge. So it's a good possibility he could dodge all these attacks and it won't matter one bit. But there's a good possibility that... Oh, right there. Cooler just finishing with one punch. So, simple. So again, like I said, the Extreme on Extreme didn't really matter too much, so it's not a big deal. And here's the final battle for level 1, which level 1 is an Extreme Fizz, so we'll go with Extreme Strength, is what I would do. I like to save my super units for the end, because I deem my super units as stronger than my extreme units, which is, for the most part, generally the case. So we're going to go with Broly as a lead, because he's STR, Janemba as a sub-lead, which I didn't go over that in the first one. You need a main lead and a sub-lead, so it'd be like yours and your friend, for example. We'll run Kid Buu, him, because he's a support unit, and he's Link level 10. Cooler, because of the worldwide download coming, because I thought that'd be really cool. And we'll run Turles as well. So, we'll go with Extreme Strength. Like I said, the typing matters. The Extreme or Super does not matter too much. At least, not that I have personally noticed. I have not noticed enough of a difference in Extreme versus Super taking on different events. There are a few that Extreme did absolutely nothing to, but then there are some that Super did absolutely nothing to, so it all really depends. Like I said a few seconds ago, I just like to save my stronger units for the latter levels. Granted, I say that as Kid Buu's doing a double Super and just gradually getting stronger. He is one of my stronger units, but that's another reason why I don't see a huge issue with me using him right here, because he almost like tapped this whole event instantly by himself. And then we got Easy 8 Janemba, which I think mine's only 69%, to be honest. I didn't pull much. I'm hoping from the worldwide download celebration ticket summon I will. So, let's see. Level 1 is now done. You can probably hear my kittens playing in the background. He's playing with his toy. I'm just letting him be. Alright. So, yeah, we're sitting on 557 stones, by the way. We're getting ready for the worldwide download. We got Extreme Tech. Again, I'm going to go Extreme Int. I feel like that's the best option for me. I personally run this Cell as the lead, along with this Buu, per running any other wheel combination. I'm actually going to swap him out for the Celza. And again, sub-lead and lead does matter. It does not matter which order you have the two leads you plan on using in, whether it's sub-lead or main lead. That does not matter. Not that I've noticed ever. It does not matter. But what does matter is that you have them on. If you do not have them, you will not have a lead. For lack of better terms, you will not have a lead. You'll be running a weakened team. Like right there, I got pretty SOL with my setup, but this is, I think it's 69% Rose, so he should do alright to this. He's not like Link level 10 or anything. This guy's ridiculously strong. He's 69%, I think, almost Link level 10. All on his own, so he's going to be pretty good. And a double Super from the Vegeta is going to be just a total monster. This is one of my favorite units to mess around with, because it's just so powerful. Like, it really is. he's going to get an easy A in the Worldwide Download Celebration. If it is Cooler and Goku themed, I do see him getting an easy A 1000. We're just going to keep rolling in the number 1 slot. No real reason for me to swap him around. I mean, yeah, I could be trying to maximize my links, which I am, but in a situation like this where I've got him down to less than 1 bar of health, it's not really going to kill me who I let attack him first. Unless if it's not going to finish him off and then he supers and I let someone who has no defense take the hit. But a type advantage does make a big difference in me not taking as much damage from a super attack. So we're just going to jump into the next one. We got Super SCR. So right here we have Extreme AGL, which is going to have a huge advantage, apparently, over him. And we're going to run the Super 17, Key 3, 130, and the Vegeta, Key 4, 120. We're going to bring Frieza, Ginyu, Easy A to him, and him. And we'll bring Android 13. As you can see, the Easy Aid units are doing a lot of work for this type of event. The Easy Aid this is going to be over right here. This Frieza is about to have all of the buffs. So it doesn't really matter that he gets a super off or not. Frieza's going to get 2 supers anyway. Ginyu doesn't need to get 1 at all. Unless if this stuns. I don't think this stuns. It did stun, so Frieza's not getting jack off. But there's what I mean about... And he can dodge, apparently. He dodges and can stun, so that's what I mean about, like... The typing does the super and extreme does not matter too much. What matters is just doing the damage. So, like, this Goku Black, who is, I think, almost Link level 10. He is 100% Easy Aid, but he's not Link level 10. He's really close. He's a couple links off. Well, I think he just... No, he sealed him. He didn't lock him in place or nothing. So we're just going to go like that. I don't really have an option for the Vegeta. The Vegeta kind of sucks with links. The Vegeta's terrible with links, to be honest. On this team, this Vegeta is terrible. I just use him as a leader. Mine is, in fact, 100%, so I gotta hope he can get into the dish. He did not. Zamasu did, so I probably could have ran Zamasu as a leader to get him and Rose, the Realm of Gods lead, which probably would have been a little better in terms of output for damage, but not for necessarily everybody else. It would have still been 120 across the board from his side of the leader skill. And again, with the seal on my first unit, I'm just going to let Frieza finish him off. So
I'm the strongest in the universe! And that is why you horrible... You must die!
And that is another good thing about the Ultimate Clash. You can, in fact, use active skills like that to win the events for you. If you're in a terrible situation, you can, in fact, use them. So right there, as you just saw, I used that to get me the dub. Wiped him out. Now we're on to the main boss of level 2, which is a Super AGL. So we did not use Extreme Tech, from what I remember. We did not, so we still have that. I'm going to run Broly as the main lead for his 130. Frieza is the sub-lead for his 130, and then run as many units as I can that are going to be very beneficial. I'm going to run Super 17 on this team this time. I usually don't, but I'm going to try them this time. I usually run like Merge Zamasu, the Easy A one, which mine I think is only 69 or 70% anyway, 79% anyway. So right here I don't need to worry about Frieza getting all that key because he's going to do a super anyway. The links are just terrible throughout this whole team. I've noticed a lot of it. As long as this doesn't seal or stun me, I should be okay. To like do a super attack. Yeah, 103,000. Like I was saying, there are some you'll take a lot of damage. Like right here, this Frieza could possibly do 2 supers and just completely demolish the Trunks. He's not doing 2 supers, but he is doing 2 attacks, which is dealt over, I think, 5 million. This Frieza does have the availability to do an additional. Yep, right there. I was hoping for an additional super. He didn't get it. And this guy kind of, he's alright. Alright, we got the dual Brolys. I gotta look for the one with the best defense, which is gonna be him. So we're gonna give him those key, give him those, and hopefully the Brolys will be able to do work themselves and wipe him out alone. And as you just saw, they got a slight stat buff from the Janemba at the end, because if you give him 3, if he gets 3 or more key spheres of one type, or one type, he buffs up the whole team by 30% for that rotation. Another 101,000 damage. And this Broly plus that Janemba at the end should finish him off. I don't see why they wouldn't, to be honest. Yeah. Definite dub. Milo, if you hear him batting around his cat toy, he is having one hell of a time with the little toy he found. I came home, he got excited, and he's batting around his little cat toy. Okay. So, as you can see, it's only been 10 minutes, and we've already taken out the first 2 stages. For people that don't have some of these units, it's going to be harder. I will tell you that much. It will be harder. This is not going to be an easy 1, 2, 3 in and out for some of you. It's not. I'm sorry, but it's not. We're going to run full power or super tech as our lead. Actually, no. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Because we can run these two on the same team now. He fits on the team. He fits, they fit. And I could run Gohan as my final option. So, because Super Tech 120, Super Tech 130, and some of them fit full power, which I think maybe only the main lead does. I honestly don't really know by just looking at that. I'd have to actually look more into it. And this actually might be a perfect first rotation. This might be GG's off the first rotation. So, it is completely plausible. I'm hoping it is, because that'll be fantastic. And he won't get to activate his heal at the end of the rotation. 5.8 million. This Goku is ridiculous post EZA, man. Like I've been telling everybody I get the chance to when I talk about it, this unit is ridiculous. As you can see, 7.8 million attack stack. Stacks his attack and defense for 1 turn on his super, which is just ridiculous. This Gogeta's fantastic after his EZA as well. He's great, as you can see. This Goku's still really good, even post EZA. He's a lot better. Do I use him regularly? No, I can't say I do. I really haven't found a spot for him on any of my teams that I run. But he is still really good. We're going to activate the Gohan in the front slot to get that super duper guard. And then we're going to do those. We have the Goku and Gohan in the middle slot. The Gohan gets his guard active, which this Gohan is still one of the best units in the game. But he is one of those units I consider very overrated, more or less. Not overrated in the terms of he's not that good, but everybody thinks he is. Overrated in the terms of everybody compares every new unit to that Gohan. And if they don't match that Gohan in terms of defense and offense, they're terrible instantly, which I completely disagree with, and that's why a lot of the fan base and player base is ruining a lot of newer units and making them not wanted, making them not usable by a lot of new players, because a lot of new players don't want to use it because the community is saying they're mid and terrible. Extreme STR. I'm going to go Super AGL. And we're going to run with the Goku lead. Goku's lead. And then Kamehameha. UI, Goku, him, because he'll link now perfect with the other one. Do the Vegeta, because he's fantastic. And we'll do the Gohan because he gets that key 3, 58% defense to all allies when he's up there. As you saw, we ran a pretty predominantly Goku's family / Kamehameha team. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that, because this might be game over already for this cell. I'll have to call Mom back in a second. 158k, not terrible. This Goku post EZA is ridiculous as well. He just dealt 8.8 million. Yeah, the cell peeled back 4 million of it, which isn't great, because that counters half of the damage I just did. But we're about to do most of that right back to him again. We just dealt all the damage he healed right back to him. Some of these, yes, are a lot harder than most players are able to do at the moment. Especially newer players that just started at the ante. And yeah, I feel really bad about that. That not a lot of you guys are able to do some of these. But there's not a whole lot they could really do, because if they... Let's say they tried to decrease the difficulty a bit, it would make it too easy for veteran players like myself who've been playing. I've been playing since the beginning of year 1. So I've got over almost 2,400 days logged in, 2,500 days, something like that. And I've got pretty much every unit in the game, other than some of the new ones that came out. Every unit EZA, damn near 100%, or pretty damn close. I've got all the experience playing it. So, like, if they tried to weaken it a little bit, or for lack of better terms, dumb it down so it's not as powerful, someone like me would be bored with this event. Like, to be honest with you, I'm actually already kind of bored with these events. I like the fact that they are a little bit difficult, and it takes, like right here, I'm probably going to take a good amount of damage. Yeah. I like that it's a little bit difficult, but not overly difficult, but I also feel like sometimes these events are too hard for, like I said, for newer players is what my main issue's on about. So like right here, a new player might not have this Vegeta easy aid that just started at the ante, hitting 7 million on a super attack. He might not have that. He or she might not have that, actually. Hopefully this Vegeta can counter this, or... Yeah, that's another thing. We didn't get a single counter yet. Not one on any of the super attacks we've taken. Which is actually terrible RNG. But you guys might have got this Goku off the banner when he came out, but you might not have him 100% linked level 10 already, so this event for you might be pretty difficult. Might not have that AGL Kid Gohan like I just said, like I just showed off. Yeah, he is out on the Raditz banner, but you might not have pulled him. You might not have the AGL Super Saiyan Gohan. We got Super Tech right now, so we got to do Super Int, since we already used our Extreme Int, is what I was trying to say. Let's go with as the leads. Actually, these guys are 120 now, aren't they? Yes, they are. We're going to go with them as the 1 lead. Him as the number 2 lead. I'm going to go UI. Goku, Vegeta, him. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. That's who we'll go with. The only issue is we don't have anybody Potara using on that team, so nobody's getting the Potara buff other than the main leader. The only really good thing here, I'm actually going to swap these two around a bit. He's not going to get a major defense buff, which really sucks. We're going to go like that, and we'll go like that, I suppose. Gotta hope that Gogeta can do a good amount of damage and take like little damage on these, because this Gogeta here, like that's a perfect example. This Gogeta was not at all available during this anniversary. The Super Gogeta was not available at all. So for new players, you might need an int lead. He's easy 8, he's a 130, but he's not here. I was hoping this guy would dodge this. Nope, never does. Never does. Never get that lucky. But that unit was not available. UI was not available. So you don't have all of these units. That Gogeta right there that I just used, the Super Saiyan 4, was not available. The Tech one was, but not the Int one. So that kind of puts people at a disadvantage. And that's my key point right now, is it's putting a lot of newer players at a disadvantage for some of these events. Yeah, you can get through these with free-to-play units. Is it fun? No, not at all. But you can do it. And the boys come through with the dodge when we needed it. And so does Goku. Luckily, they got a double attack off, which means they'll be slightly stronger for that secondary attack. Hopefully this Vegeta can get 2 supers. Mine is 100% linked level 10, and he dodges it. Of course he does. Why am I not surprised? That's another key issue with some of these. Players that are struggling to beat these events, that need a lot of stuff to go their way, like no dodges happen, you're gonna kind of struggle, because it's probably not gonna happen your way every time. It's sad. We'll activate that quick.
You're a real letdown, you know that? Honestly, I thought you'd put up more of a fight.
Give him those key. Give him those, and give him... The more rainbow keys the Gogeta gets, the better chance of dodging, and his full passive pretty much activates. I'm not worried about this Goku taking a lot of damage, and he got stunned. Why am I not surprised? We have not had RNG go our way yet. Our guys are getting stunned out the ass, pardon my language. Everything is going against us up to this point. He's dodging. We're getting stuns at horrible times. We're getting seals at horrible times. So that's what's really drawing us out. That was a nice super. That was, and he dodges. Of course he dodges. So now it extends it by a whole nother turn. Never mind, Vegeta's going to finish this off. We're just going to use the active skill because they can't dodge active skills. From what I understand, active skills cannot be dodged. At least I've never seen it happen.
This is everything I've got.
And down he goes. Alright, we finished that one off. So, we've still got 2 more fights. Super Fizz Vegeta. This one, I will tell you, is ridiculously difficult. In terms of, he does a lot of damage. Why did I click UI as my main leader? He does a lot of damage, and he deals it quick. He will deal it fast. He's fast and effective with dealing his damage. So, luckily, we do have the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's got his EZA. So that's kind of nice. So, what we're going to do is actually utilize this Vegeta to our advantage. Have him be our tank for this first turn. Just tank everything. Which he'll super and do a lot of damage. Hopefully he doesn't super at all. Hopefully we can finish him off fast. Do I see that happening? Probably not. The final stage is Omega Shenron, I think. And I think it's Tech. No, we just did Tech. I can't remember what it is. I looked it up earlier. Because this was, well, actually the day I recorded that video for how many, we have 100 stones plus coming. I looked it up for that reason specifically, and we have, like I said, we had a bunch of stones coming. So, how does this Vegeta work again? I completely forgot. It's after he gets hit, right? He does more damage, and after a super. This Goku does do a lot of damage still, which is nice. He hits ridiculously hard. This Goku and Gohan. I'm so upset that I didn't get the cell from this equation. From this banner when it dropped. That kind of upsets me. I'm finally glad I got this Vegeta. Which this Vegeta's a total monster. He's ridiculously strong too. Yeah, again, that's another unit that players right now might not have. So it kind of sucks, because a lot of you guys might not have these newer units, and they would be your best friend to run in most of these situations right now. And it's kind of killing you because you don't have them. We're gonna have to lose some link skills to swap that. Okay, good, he's dodging, because this will do a lot of damage if this hits. The first dodge comes from my boy Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, who I was just prepping up, making him sound as good as possible, because he is. This unit is ridiculously good, especially when his full passive is active. He's really defensive, like, ridiculously defensive. Probably now one of my favorite units in the game, but I haven't had the chance to use him really because I've been constantly link leveling, which is not a bad thing. I'm glad I'm link leveling. Like, that'll make all my new units better that I just got. Like, I just got that Trunks AGL. Man's really good so far. I just gotta get him to link level 10. Alright, we're on to the final stage. It's probably Fizz, so he's in. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is the toughest fight, and we're gonna go GT Heroes. Do I have enough to make a GT team? I do not, so we're gonna have to go Boom and Boom. Fusion's gonna get a buff, so those 2 units right there. He's gonna get a decent, no, he's not. He is not either. Gotenks is. We'll go with Goku and probably this. No, this Trunks, because this Trunks has a high chance of crits, and that's what we want. So we got the Super Saiyan 4s, which we're going to hope the Super Saiyan 4s can clutch this for us. That's pretty much what we're looking for at this point. We might be SOL, to be honest, because this is a terrible start. Terrible first rotation, like, absolutely awful. This is terribly... this is bad. If he supers at all, we might be donezoed. If he supers the Goku at the end, we're going to take a lot of damage. If he supers this Vegito, after 2 or 3 supers, we should be okay. If he supers the Gotenks, we might take a lot of damage, unless the Gotenks can dodge. Which I know Gotenks can. Luckily, he just did 3... Ooh. Take this pretty well. Take this like a champ, Vegito. Alright, better than I thought. And then now you're going to get at least 2 to 3 more counters off of almost 2 million damage, which is great. These guys hit really hard all the time. Post EZA now. They are not Link level 10 though. I need to work on them. Kind of upset that this Goku's not going to get a super off. That'd be nice. But we're going to take quite a bit of damage. Okay. First time seeing this all day. Alright. They're locked in the middle. Of course they are. The unit that has the guard that I want in that front slot to guard everything is locked in the middle. Okay, so this Goku and Vegeta does do a lot of damage. They do a lot of damage. So they should be alright. And they have that chance to dodge, as you saw. So a super on, as you can see, they do a lot of damage. A super on them might not do much. Yeah, that's about where I was expecting that damage output to be without those guys. Because their defense is high, they're 100%, Link level 10, easy 8, they just supered, so that's about what I was expecting. If they hadn't supered, it probably would have done a lot more. And now Omega is done. As you guys can see, it is not super hard, but it comes down to having the units. If you do not have all the units to do these events, to do this part, you will struggle. Which, what I would recommend for new players is do what you can. Get as many free stones from this as you can. Don't sweat if you can't beat it. Get all the stones you can, because as you just saw, we completed it. Let's check how many stones we get. Get 21 stones from that, 1 stone for beating every stage, and you get a certain amount of stones for like clearing things when you go up through. So let's take a look at it quick again. I'll read over all the mission rewards. You get 1 stone for joining it, so 1, 4, 9, and then 1 per level. Yep, 9 and then 1 per level. And then 12 for completing it, as you saw. So, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Water Buffalo Man out. See ya.